Pasadena Fire Chief Chad Augustin. Chief, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know you've been very busy these last 72 hours. What can you tell us about what's going on the ground there? I know we're hearing that 3 of the biggest fires are still 0% contained. What can you tell us?
Good morning, and thank you for having me. You're right. We'll get some updated containment numbers and acres this morning, but we are nearly 11,000 acres with 0% containment. Although yesterday the weather conditions became more favorable, the wind conditions started dying down. We were able to get aircraft up in the air and more reinforcements of firefighting personnel. I expect today that we will get even more aircraft, more firefighting personnel, and we'll be able to start making a run on getting a containment line around this fire.
Yeah, Chief, the Eaton and Palisades fires obviously have been burning for more than a day. The containment is still obviously at 0. Can you walk us through how these 2 larger fires really developed and then how difficult it has been to contain them?
Yes. We were preparing for multiple days for red flag conditions and a possible devastating wind event. All throughout LA County, you had fire departments with increased staffing, augmented staffing levels. But when this fire broke out, you had wind gusts of 70 miles an hour. It was throwing ember casts 2+ miles ahead of the fire. So you were just having spot fires start all over the place, blocks ahead of the fire with erratic wind conditions. Really fortunate that more firefighters did not get injured and none of our firefighting personnel were killed. As the wind started dying down yesterday, we really were able to get more reinforcements in and start making some progress on this fire.
And some of the big reports that we're seeing are that fire crews are running out of water. The fire hydrants have gone dry. Have your crews experienced any of this? How does this happen? And what do you do in this situation?
Yes, right. When you have dozens and dozens of firefighting engines all at the same time pulling water from water systems and fire hydrants, there is a risk of decreasing water supplies. You top that with loss of power in some of our areas. And we did, for a short period of time in Pasadena, we did have limited and in some cases no water supply. Thankfully, it was very brief. And our crews, most of our fire engines have at least 750 gallons of water on their fire engines, plus we have water tenders. But you're right, there was periods of time where there was not enough water.
Yeah.
You know, we know that about 130,000 people are under mandatory evacuation orders this morning. What's your advice to the people who may be in an evacuation area that's still to come? Yes.
Our advice is, if we tell you to evacuate, evacuate. Do not delay. We preach, the preparation side on the preparedness, having a go bag, being self-sufficient for 72 hours, all your essential items with medications and money and identification, alternate ways to evacuate your neighborhood. All of those are so important to have ahead of an emergency. And as we're here, if we tell you to evacuate, it means evacuate. It's not worth a loss of life.
Absolutely.
And Chief, real quickly before we go, how are the men and women of your fire department holding up? They've been doing this for hours on end and probably hours more to come.
Yes, they're tired, but they love this community, and they want to protect the homes and the land that we all work and live in. And so, thankfully, we're getting more reinforcements. We requested 60 strike teams. We have both a CAL FIRE and a federal incident management team coming in to support. Lots of additional resources coming in so they can actually get on a regular work-rest cycle. But those first 36 hours were tough.
Yeah, I'm sure. Absolutely. We are thinking of you. God bless you and all of the firemen and women there fighting these blazes. Appreciate you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.